Guys, do you have some flaws that you know that you need to change? Some shortcomings that you're very aware of. But no matter how hard you try to change them, it seems like they just hang around. Well, if that sounds like you, then I want you to watch this video because I'm going to talk about what could likely lead to you being able to change those things. Check it out. Hi guys, it is Dr. Cody Dukes and we are back again for yet another video. Now you already know what to do. If you have not done so already, please hit that like button. And if you're not already, I ask that you please subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading 5 videos a week. That's one every single weekday. I do motivational and inspirational content with a pop culture twist. I look at things like sports and movies, anime, superheroes, you name it. I just try to find a motivational message that I can deliver to you in a way that you can easily understand it and then implement it into your lives so that you can be successful. If that sounds like something you're trying to do, this is the channel for you. Please go ahead and subscribe. Now, with that out of the way, guys, I'm going to dub this week Ironman Week. And what that means is that I'm simply going to do all of my messages this week looking at the character Iron Man, and specifically the version of Iron Man from the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And so to start it off, I wanted to look at Iron Man and Iron Man 1. If any of you have ever seen Iron Man 1, which I'm assuming most of you have, you know, it's about a guy named Tony Stark who owns this multi-billion-dollar weapons company. They contract with, you know, the government. They provide weapons, new technologies, all the sorts. And so what happens in the movie that kind of is the primary catalyst for creating the superhero is that he's out on a weapons demonstration. They get ambushed and he ends up getting taken hostage, and they want him to build them a very specific weapon that he was just showcasing, and because they wanted, they thought it was powerful, and eventually he builds a suit of armor, and he puts an arc reactor in his chest, and he breaks out using the suit of armor, which became, you know, Iron Man Mach 1, I guess would be what you would call that suit, and he got away, and you come to find out later in the movie, actually, you find out at that point in the movie that Tony Stark, as he's being trapped, as he's been kidnapped, he realizes that these people have his own weapons. That the very weapons that were used to ambush his car and the team that was with him guarding him, the same weapons that were used were Stark Industry weapons. In fact, it was his company who was supplying that rogue terrorist group with weaponry. And so it was something about that experience where Tony realized that his weapons were actually destroying the world, that they were causing way more damage than they were doing good. It was his very weapons that had victimized him. It wasn't until he realized that, till when he came back, he changed his mind and he wanted to shut down all weapons manufacturing by his company. He didn't want his company to do any more weapons creation, any more weapons technology and studies. He wanted to completely change his company for the better. Now, the reason we're talking about this today is because I feel like, and I believe that a lot of us experience the same thing that Tony experienced. A lot of times we will have certain flaws in our character, certain things that we know could be improved on, certain things that we know are possibly not for the best. But we won't take the necessary steps to get rid of them. We won't take the necessary steps to get better, to improve, to be the best versions of ourselves. And it won't be until we become victims of that very flaw that we'll have the necessary impetus to change. For example, if I know that I'm a little bit lazy, I know that I struggle with being proactive and taking the initiative, I may never actually take the time to fix that flaw in my character until I don't get the job because I was lazy, right? I get a bad grade on that assignment because I didn't take any initiative. I only did the bare minimum. I don't get the promotion because someone else always was proactive and showed up with new ideas and went ahead and did work in the art. Like, until you become a victim of the flaw, a lot of times you don't have the necessary impetus to make the change. I talked in one of my Fit Friday videos about what sparked my fitness journey. And I talked about how it wasn't until I was a victim of being extremely obese. So I was embarrassed and ashamed that I was able to make the changes needed to lose over 100 pounds. And so, guys, I'm here to let you know that if you don't go ahead and make the necessary changes, if you don't go ahead and do what you need to do to be better, to improve, eventually you will become a victim of the very thing that you know you need to change. And at that point, you'll be forced to change. So if you want to avoid the victimization, why not just go ahead and do what you know you need to do? If you're going to be forced to do something different anyway, why not just go ahead and head it off? Cut the tree at the roots. I mean, I would. I think there's an old saying that says, what it says, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Yeah, I think that's it. A little bit of effort to prevent something now will save you so much pain and sorrow from having to deal with being a victim of it later. That's the video, guys. If you haven't done so already, guys, please like this video. And if you're not already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe. I'm uploading 5 videos a week. That's one every single weekday. I do motivational and inspirational content with a pop culture twist. I look at things like sports and movies, anime, cartoons, game shows, you name it. I just try to find a motivational message that I can deliver to you in a way that's easy to understand and so that you can implement it into your daily life so that you can be the best version of yourselves. If that sounds like what you're trying to do and who you're trying to be, go ahead and subscribe because this is the channel for you. Guys, let me know how I did down in the comments. Give me feedback. Let me know how I can improve. Give me suggestions on things I should cover in the future. I'll do my best to go through every single comment and get back to each and every one of you. Guys, I thank you so much for sticking around this long. I hope that you come back because I have a whole week of Ironman videos just for you. And as I always say, guys, peace.